How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Matt's Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And today we got a porter on deck. A porter from Atwater Brewing, but a Bourbon Barrel Aged Porter from Atwater Brewing by the name of Shaman. I'm an Atwater fan. I like Atwater beers. Like Decadent Chocolate. Like Vanilla Porter. Love Voodoo Vader. They're Truffle, which is like Weizenbach is quite nice. They just make really nice beers overall. Never had anything barrel aged from them. Never saw anything in my area barrel aged from them. So I'm super excited to give it a whirl. As far as says what it says on the bottle, it says Atwater Brewery Bourbon Barrel Aged Shaman's Porter. Beer is good. Enjoy responsibly. Atwater Beer, brewed in Detroit. A porter traditionally brewed in the Baltic region. We use the finest ingredients, including Munich chocolate and black malts with German hops, to create the smoothest porter you have ever tasted. Shaman's Porter will thwart any tricksters or evil spirits. So it's probably a Baltic porter as opposed to just a genera, English or American style porter. 6.8% alcohol. It's all right for a bourbon barrel aged porter. You expect it to be a little bit higher in ABV, but hey. We'll see what she produces. On the side here, government warning stuff. Over here, brewery information or fun stuff. That's pretty much it. Atwater labels, I can take them or leave them. They're alright, they're cool, nothing too crazy. I dig it, but it doesn't blow me away either. They're very recognizable labels. That's one of the things I will give them. White cap, always cool. Super easy to pick out of the crowd. And two, I have this kind of cross pattern going on the front. It's pretty much on every label I've ever seen from them, especially, on the newer stuff. So kudos to them for having branding that I immediately pick out from across the room. So yeah, not too bad. So Bourbon Barrel Aged Porter is under 7%. It's kind of a curious mixture. You figure if it is a Baltic porter based on what I just read, I did look up anything about the beer. You'd expect it to be pushing 7-8% by itself, aging in a bourbon barrel. You figure you kick it up a little bit. So, but if it is 6.8%, it tastes like a 12% beer. Even better. Definitely looks like a porter. Not super dark head, but a little bit darker than beige-ish head. Super crazy creamy top. Nice little bubbles going on, cascading from smaller to bigger. Color-wise, it's like a dark brown. It's not the darkest as dark could be, but it's brown. I mean, you can see a tint of reddish to it also, but it definitely looks like a porter. Let's see what she's got on the news. Little bit of cocoa, a little bit of chocolate there. Don't smell much bourbon. Don't smell much, a little bit of bourbon. Just got a whiff of it right there. Not much oakiness, but it's pretty much just like malted or darker malts, sugariness. Little bit of, like I said, a little bit of it smells like cocoa and just the tiniest bit of bourbon in there. It smells nice. Not super robust, but for a sub 7% beer, it's definitely a nice nose. Yeah, not too shabby. Let's see what she's got in the mouth. It's nice. It's a really nice beer. A little bit more to it than I thought that was going to be there based off of the nose. But it's nice. Nice sweetness to it. But not sweet, just nice sweetness to it. Really not much barrel-aged character or bourbon there. But just the tiniest hint of it. Decent mouthfeel, nothing too huge, nothing too fluffy, but it's got this nice mouthfeel to it. Tiniest bit of astringency. Which is kind of a turn off, but, But yeah, overall, not too shabby for a 6.8% beer. I've had better from them. I've had worse from them. So it is what it is. It's a porter. I'm sure it spent some time in a bourbon barrel. But Bourbon Barrel Aged Porter, you're going to throw that on a label. I expect it just to have a little bit more, bring a little bit more to the table, and it's just kind of lacking a little bit for me. And that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, like it has that decent mouthfeel, the sweetness you'd expect from a bourbon barrel aged porter, but it's lacking that oaky or bourbon character to it, and tiniest bit of astringency, which is, doesn't turn me off too crazy, but it's there, so you kind of know it's there, so it's not the best thing in the world. But yeah, not a bad offering, but could be much better. Rating wise, I'd probably give it like a 80. Not a bad beer, but just seems unbalanced. Needs a little bit of work. I don't know if they've made this before. I've never seen it before. Today is my first time seeing it, so I'm going to throw it out there and assume. I could be wrong. I assume it's a new offering. So maybe they go back and kind of tweak a little bit on it and dial it in a little bit better and make it a little bit better of a beer. But right now, I'd give it like an 80 overall. Value is like $9 or $10 for a 4-pack. I mean, again, 6.8%. $10 for a 4-pack. It's not too shabby at all. So you're gonna have to have a value scale, basing it off an 80 beer. 80's not a bad score. It's not a bad beer. I have a 4-pack. I'm going to drink them. I'm not going to toss them. I'm not going to drain pour them. They're quite nice. I just expected a bit more from them. So on a value scale, I definitely give it like an 8. And availability, like I said, I've only seen it one place. I think it just came out in this, if not globally or nationally, in this area. So availability, I'll give it like a 5 or a 6, but we'll see. That'll probably change, because if it is just a new product, it's just the first time seeing it. So there you go. 80 overall and decent scores on value availability. Atwater's Bourbon Barrel Aged Shaman's Porter. It's a porter. It's barrel aged, but I just wish brought a little bit more to the table. If you're a fan of porters, or if you're a fan of darker beers that have a little bit more to it than your atypical beer, definitely be worth giving it a whirl. If you see it in a Mix of Six thing, definitely worth picking up just to give it a whirl, see if it's up your alley. And another review in the books. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't, or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you know of any beers you would like us to review, whether it's well-known stuff or preferably stuff we've never heard of. We're in northeastern United States, Pennsylvania specifically, northeastern Pennsylvania, and there's beers around here that we get, that I love, that I know other people don't get, and I really want to find those beers. So if you're from outside of this area or outside of the state or outside of this country, and there's great beer that you feel people should know about, please let us know. If you'd like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're way more active on Instagram, so if you're going to check us out anywhere, check us out there at Massive Beers in all 3 of those places. And another review down. So hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice beer right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.